Testing. Testing. God knows how long. God knows only how long I've been trying this. Well, not trying. Just. Over here now. Anyway, where we last left off is I had to do a bit of a grind to get some of my classes up. I got them up. Little update. Paladin is now 83. Scholar and Summoner are now 83. Reaper is now 83 as well. So most of my classes are ready for the second dungeon. Mechanist is the only class that's not 83, and that's level 82. We're gonna get it to level 83 right now. So yeah. Oh, there you are. Feeling refreshed, I hope? I was about to make my way to Studium as that happens. I wanted to try and speak with the Scholar and thank him for coming to our rescue. Damn, thought I was Star stream, but I'm also here. Welcome. Don't worry, we'll do stubborn. I gotta do Star Rail. I actually do have Honkai Star Rail. So I might do Star Rail a bit later, depending. Right now it's just like, it's been a while since I've done Final Fantasy 14. Well, let's be honest, we need like, that's a fact. We need Firefly. As it turns out, he came to us and followed the hearing only to find that we had already departed than ever. Knowing him, he was probably hoping to chew the crud with his former students. Since we're still waiting for Yashola and the others, I thought it'd be perfect that pay him a visit. Care to join? But yes, I do have quite like Honkai Star Rail booted up a little bit. I was actually trying to log in just to get my dailies. Like, I think I want. Let me see how many wishes I have. Like, what is my. I don't think I have any. I want to safely assume that I don't have anybody. Yeah, I don't have anything. So, yeah, she'll be coming. So the amount I have currently. I have about 14 tickets. And 31 gems. So I have about, I'm probably going to be at the end of everything, I'm going to have about 50. 50 wishes. Let's see if she comes in within that. I will do the story, so they'll also give me more wishes as well. So yeah. I also need to do Genshin. If Father can master these fiendish contraptions, then so can I. Heading out first roll. Scholar himself was there? In that case, what are we waiting for? I'm too eager to see him, though. I thought somewhat dread and the thought of visiting the stadium, I dare say, our Nora precedes us. Alfred of all people worrying about his reputation. At our alma mater, no less. Oh, the wonders never cease. You'll never understand. You will understand soon enough. Off we go. Oh yeah, I forgot to do Hildebrand when I finished Stormblood. Forgot to do that. And I forgot to make up for it in Shadowbringers. Like I was just hellbent on getting to Endwalker. So to make up for it, when I'm done with Endwalker, I will start Hildebrand. Like I'm not gonna do post Endwalker. I'm just gonna do Hildebrand. Anyway. Shit, I forgot to read it. With most of us taking in the expensive atomiums, it's a numerous laboratory testing ground for experimental magics, and a host of administrative office and so forth. As a center of what later comes, the stadium is established to promote the study of ethological phenomena, hence the name. Though the ether being fundamentally an aspect of nature, its scopes expand to include every conceivable effect of life, and even the universe itself. What? I'm sorry. Fucking universe is in there? And then in 430 seconds of a year, as 6th astral era, phenomenal was decreed complete and the stadium officially opened as a place of learning. With a long storied history, it is without question the world's leading mythology, the arcane, the occult, the astronomy, the countless other fields, standing proud as Charlene's foremost educational institute. Oh, this is the college. This is the college. He always did enjoy giving the grand tour to new students. Indeed, I've long since lost track of how many times he has recited that same poetish speech, since such is his undying love for his old stamping ground. He was in top form back then, the youngest to enter the stadium, graduated with the highest honor in martial arts. Magical arts? Martial arts. I can't fucking fight. Ethology undistributed champion of the debating chamber. Hold on. You both joined the stadium at the same age as, and where I stand, you're equally qualified to scholars. Nice to say, but Alfred actually entered half a year before me. Nor did I do well to graduate with honors. And I am certainly not the stadium's most notorious master debater. She didn't do high marks. Crazy. In all respects, have I ever been in his shadow? If nothing else, just remember that this was where the legend of Alphinoud Levier began. I'm about to say Alphinoud, just because why not? We should expect everyone to be fully aware of our recent escapades, hopefully. So we'll be somewhat more welcome here than we were at the last stand. I know better than anyone the adoration the student body has for Alphino, and with a bit of luck, it might work to our advantage. There's no time like the present. First things first, let's look at this Scholar Merkiak. Other facilities tend to facilitate our office is more fortunate. For us, he's fond of wandering wherever students' whims take. Let's split up and ask the students if they see him. Do I have this unlocked? I do. Alright, in I go. Wait a minute. I just got flashbacks. Just raise the column just a little bit higher. Add some, podiums. Dude, the fucking Charlian school is based off of the first, like, Amarot? The baby area? Or is this just, like, Or is this just coincidence? I don't think I'm looking too deep into it. That Alfie wasn't the Alfie of the VR? He was here with his sister, Master Batterson's granddaughter. It can only mean one thing. An event of epidemic shattering proportion as fast as version. Spread the word. Oh no. Oh, sorry. Look for scholars, yes? Knowing him, he should be anywhere. But Miss Alfie should have a better idea. Coming out of school in his Naples time brought him only heightening his fame. Or should that be infamy? He had rivals and detractors, of course, but most of them being up after his alluring fans set upon them like rapacious dogs. Alfie, on the other hand, never paid them much notice. They were simply beneath. I literally just end the camera. I assure you, I'll tell you all about it after my business with the scholar has concluded. Oh, tell me, my good fellow, does this have anything to do with saving the world from catastrophe? May we turn the attention to Master Levy's graduation thesis? I too have my doubts regarding our policy of non-intervention. Is that true? Your existence overseas is the reason that you included the area of the form? The ire of the form? What wouldn't I give you a butt head with those old motherfuckers? Oh well. At least the young does not accept the form. Like I said, I hate the form. I hate the form. I literally just hate the form. Huh. Wait, don't you? Oh, that's a dyed version. Huh. I think that's... Just go. No, it's not Magnus anymore. Okay, I don't have it anymore. Shame. Okay. Are you lost wandering in off the street, perhaps? Wait, don't tell me. You're a trainee going fresh off the guild ship. I'm right, aren't I? Oh, how silly of me. An orientation is in order. Allow me to bid you a warm welcome to the Searchers Meet. Let me start. What is the most important thing you'll find in the stadium? That's right, books. And what's the second most important thing? Why, simple. Everything else. That's what we deal in the Searchers Meet. Whenever students or tutors find themselves in any new equipment or material, they come to us. If we don't have it in our store, we send the gleaners off to find it. Honestly, you wouldn't believe some of the requests we get. I have probably said this tongue up. Not a toad that. It's enough to make your hair stand on end, which is possibly what some of our students are trying to accomplish, this being a school of magic and all. As our newest gleaner, you'll have your work cut out for you. But I think you'll find it quite rewarding. Oh, they think I'm a gleaner. The only thing I'm interested in gleaning is information about the skull and its whereabouts. I've tracked down many malicious knickknacks in my time, but I'm no gleaner. So you're telling me you're not a gleaner? Yes, that's exactly what you said, wasn't it? Well, you're looking for the skull. I'm afraid we don't have any of those in stock, but I can't. Oh, you mean him? Wow, you're a dumbass sometimes. He was here, but now he's not. I did speak with him shortly before you arrived, though. He said he was on his way back to Maker's Meet. Go the way you came in, and you'll find the opposite side of the entrance. It's a laboratory of sorts, home to many very expensive curios. Not to mention allowing frequent accidents if you lose your way. Just follow the blood-curdling screams. In time, it's taken me all of this. The scholar has probably already left. Best of luck finding him if you feel you'll need it. This way. I think. Yes. Down. And right across. I did that wrong. Well, I did something wrong. No. Yes, the scholar was asserted with the alternative advice for my current research project. Though we spoke at length, I don't recall him mentioning where he was planning to go next. When he parted ways, he went down the corridor, perhaps to one of the auditoriums. I got it. I'm about to smack this man with my gun. I'm not gonna shoot him. No. I'm gonna smack him with the blunt end of it at this point. But it's all blunt end. You see this part? I'm about to literally use it as a fucking axe. You.
Ah, I remember you.
You're the good one, but goddamn, why were you wondering so much?
I pray we have not caught you at an inopportune moment. We wanted to offer our thanks for your kind words in the forum.
Well,
I don't trust him.
Let that inquisition go unchallenged. I've always believed that curiosity should be nurtured, not stifled. Thankfully, a majority of my colleagues agreed. A slender majority, aye, but a majority nonetheless.
Had the vote not gone our way, we would be having a very different conversation, if any at all. Though I'd like to think you would have not given up on our cause. I'm told you paid a visit to the annex afterwards.
Yes, that's right.
So he was the good one that everyone mentioned.
Of my dearly departed friends Galuf and Louisoix, in a less dour setting. But it seems I just missed you.
No, I'm still
I still can't believe how much you've grown. If only your grandsires could have seen the way you presented yourselves to the forum. Why, it fair brought a tear to my own eye. You must have the patience of a saint, putting up with this lot and their antics. Never mind Matoya's prize student. Luckily, I know a thing or two about managing unruly younglings. If you ever need advice, don't hesitate to ask.
I need several.
If I may, there is a rather more pressing matter we wish to discuss. What can you tell us of this duty that the Forum must fulfill?
Nothing, I'm afraid. Like all humble servants of the Forum, I am sworn to secrecy. Or rather, I couldn't tell you if I tried. Our duty is of the gravest importance. Furthermore, if the particulars were made public, it would incite widespread panic. As such, those entrusted with this duty have been bound by an enchantment, which prevents us from speaking of such matters without the express permission of the Forum.
How is that even possible?
It's been some time since I last gave a lecture. Please, take a seat.
I'm a student now? God damn it. What did you two make me do?
We shall begin by reviewing the fundamentals of etherology.
Can I go to
Ether, which imbues us with life, can be categorized into 3 forms. 2 are of the incorporeal sort, the soul, and the memory. Can anyone tell me the third?
Corporeal ether, magic, I kind of want to be right now. It's... I'm thinking it's one of these two. I actually had to do this, and I'm trying to remember. It's not magic. Magic is always explained as ether, so that's obviously not the right answer. Memory and soul. And ether! Yeah, no, it is actually ether. Because we had... The reason I'm thinking it's this one because of what I had to do in order to bring everyone back. That was a pain in the ass, of course. I hope I'm right. I could be right for an entirely wrong reason, but just...
Yes, very good. This is the form with which the layman is most familiar. Consumed by even the simplest of daily activities, and replenished by the food and drink that sustain us, this form of ether is in constant flux. In contrast, the ether that comprises the soul is rarely subject to dramatic change. The same can be said for memory, as the two are intrinsically linked. Picture the soul as paper, and memories as words written upon it.
I can't read that.
Now, what would happen if that paper was doused with ink? The same type of ether as comprises the memories.
It censors.
It would blot out everything that was written.
Precisely. We would be unable to recall the memories, and any activities that depend upon them would be hindered as well. In fact, this exact phenomenon was observed on a vast scale not so long ago. And what might that have been?
Oh, this fucker is gonna... This... not fucker.
The 7th Umbral Calamity.
This man is literally going to tell us the answer without telling us the answer. He's going to tell us what happened, what's the situation, without breaking the enchantment or putting himself at risk. He wants us to figure it out. And that's literally what he's doing as a lecture. Okay. Allow me to restate what I said back at the end of Shadowbringers. Or the end of Shadowbringers. I hate all of the bad people in the form. Alfrino's dad included. There. Not all people in the form are horrible. I had to suck my pride in. Yes, I did. Will this be recorded and sent back to me? Yes, yes.
The people of Eorzea vividly recall Bahamut breaking free of the Lesser Moon and raining hellfire down upon the realm.
Hang on, let me just tell my twin. Okay. I need to go tell my twin.
But no one could seem to remember the events that followed immediately afterwards.
Indeed. To this day, we have yet to determine whether it was an unintended consequence or a deliberate act. The enchantment which binds me and the rest of the Forum is based on a similar principle. And yes, it is a contravention of the Sharlayan prohibition against the practice of memory manipulation. Only when a new member is inducted and told of our great duty are they subjected to the process. A necessary evil. You have my word that it would never be used to manipulate the populace?
I should hope not. But can this enchantment be dispelled and your memories restored?
If 9/10 of our members give their approval, then the process may be reversed. Then, and only then, would we be able to speak freely to others of our sacred duty. Barring that, we must wait until we return to the ethereal sea. For there we will be purified, the blots upon our souls washed clean.
I'm about to rider kick you into bloody oblivion, alright?
And our memories drift apart and dissolve.
Shut the fuck up.
Rather defeating the purpose, I suppose. But
So,
there
bro,
are
to
some
add
memories
context,
that are indelibly etched upon our souls.
so to add
Some
context,
believe.
at the end of Shadowbringers, I said a massive hot take. I swear to God, if you find a clip of it, thank God it's now deleted, but I swear to God, if you post a clip of it, I'm going to fucking kill you. I'm going, not naturally, but I will go to PvP, challenge you, and then end you there. But Astro, is basically doing the I told you dance, and, sure. Alright, mate, see me in the wolf's den at the end of at the end of Endwalker. This video, little shit. Anyway, what I was trying to say was that at the end of Shadowbringer, I said a very hot take. A very, very spicy hot take. Good thing that clip is, good thing the stream is not deleted and you can't find that clip. Hopefully. But basically, the idea was that what I said was, if you're sitting on the forum and if you are literally doing absolutely nothing, and you have knowledge regarding the entirety of this calamity, and you're purposely doing nothing. I think I said it was that, like, I hate, and following that, I also said was that I hate everyone on the forum because of that. Because you're also all doing nothing, and and then I also followed with, yeah, Xenos is better. What Xenos is doing is much more easier, because at least I can see that threat coming. And now, with the context of this now, I now have to suck my pride in, take back what I said. Well, not really. But at least restate it and say, if you are a horrible member, or at least an evil person, or at least a bad person and you're on the forum, like Alfino's dad, and you're doing this purposefully, yeah, fuck you. Just fuck you. Just fuck you from 10 Ways to Sunday. I swear to God, Esther, if you clip this, I am going to end you. I will drive to where you are. Just to smack you, and then drive all the way back. Septic.
What happens after that?
Okay, hold on. I missed some things.
We are reduced to pure ether, coalesce with that of others, and create souls anew.
Hold on. Our memories just have part of dissolve rather than defeating the purpose of us. Okay, wait. For that, we will purify dots upon our soul, and our memories. Wait. If the 90 of the memories give that approval, then the process can be reversed. Then and only then will we be able to speak freely. Barring that, we must wait until we turn to either sea, for they will be purified blocks. Oh wow, this is literally this is a secret that you're taking to your death. It's literally, they enchanted them to the point of you're taking this to your deathbed.
Alternative schools of thought assert souls remain whole and return to the corporeal world, reborn into another form. Both theories have their proponents. Personally, I consider each equally probable.
Oh, fuck you. Oh, fuck you. Well, that's gonna be there forever.
Well, I think that's enough education for today. Now that I've given you some food for thought. Or rather, an entire banquet. I would remind you that although I'm unable to assist you with certain matters, the resources at my disposal may still be of use to you.
The fact that I had to restate and say only the bad members of the Forum are worse than Xenos. The bad people on the Forum. Putting more emphasis on that, and I'm like circling the word bad. The bad people. Like Alfino's dad. Jesus Christ. Let me just like, circle that word like 10 more times.
I'll arrange for you all to be given the run of Phenomenon. Of course, as associate to our alumni
I am not getting
and
that call.
students of Baldessian, this privilege is extended to you as well, my friend.
Actually, there's no call. Okay. So I don't have to hear the I told you so from Nick. Sorry, it's Zeke. Well, technically, he literally just writes his name on. Get used to eating your words. How many words did I say? Also, I really need to teach Zeke how to change his name on Steam. I really need to teach him that. Okay, to be honest, some of the words I said was true. It came out true. Hey. Okay, anything related to anything related to Honkai Star Rail and Genshin, that is like I was either right or wrong, and that's the point of theorizing. FF14, well, that's a shot in the dark. I want to say that at least for the most part, on each expansion, I didn't have to eat most of my words. I want to say that. Because I want to say I was right for the most part on. Well, ARR, I was really not paying attention because after that slog, I was just like, I'm dead. Heaven's Sword, I wasn't really theorizing or just saying anything. I was just following for the ride. Same thing with Stormblood. No. Stormblood, I was just enjoying it. Shadowbringers, when I want to say I truly started. But I was also more hellbent on just wanting to punch one specific person. Just punch that one person. Like, beat him up specifically and particularly. That was... If I wanted... Like, if I really... I think it was not... It was one of the trial bosses in Shadowbringer. A la JoJo reference. Yes. It was one of the Shadowbringers bosses. to be honest, it's good I can't remember his name because otherwise it would be more bad. But yeah, that and then Endwalker, or at least post Shadowbringers 2 Endwalker, I said a lot of stuff. One of them being that hot take, and some of them does hold ground. Innocence, yeah, no, that's no innocence. I want to say at least besides that hot take, that already got tossed out the water, and I had to eat my own words. But I want to say some of those that I did say holds at least some ground. I want to say that. Do I remember? Not fully. But I don't.
And I suggest you speak with Ki Aliapo. She's well known among the artisans of Sharlayan, and her network of contacts may prove useful in your search for knowledge. I wish you all the best in your pursuits.
Just send me a list. I want to actually see a list of all this dumb shit that I said. Or at least a top 10. That's not Genshin or that is not Genshin or HSR included. Because I say a lot of dumb shit in Genshin and HSR, but let's be honest, Genshin and HSR make me say the dumb shit. Nah, you'll remember as becomes irrelevant. I still say I hate Alfino's death. I will say that too, to the point. I think I was revealed who Amon was, and I finally understand what, like, was I revealed who Amon was? No. Yes. No. Yes. Correct me if I'm wrong. It was what? It was. Ow. Ben Daniel. I think Ben Daniel is something else. I don't remember. Anyway. I do want to beat up Ben Daniel. Like, fuck that guy. As this comes address while sharing your findings about. Remember how the followers will order using Harmony as a cover-up? Well, the theory is that the IPC is doing the same. Wait, what? Wait, wait, the IPC follows Quipos. Welcome back. From what I hear, your trip to the stadium provided most educational. While you were away, I received word from the fellow Scions. As expected, the news of the Warren skills was spent with much strong preparations are now underway to bring leadership to the Grand Company of Erosion and the Eastern. Well, it's just a game theory. The Eastern Alliance together is the way forward. Our friends have asked that we bring the scales in position to limit up. So the time has come to go on the offensive? It's too early for certain, but that does seem to be the way the winds are blowing. I, for one, think no reason to oppose such a plan, but let us see what awaits in Vilbrand. Also, I like her hair. It's literally just a ponytail. It's cute. She also got a little bow on it, I think. Let's start by the scales of storage. Let's start with the scale of storage. Give me a hand, would you, Estinian? Nah, you're right. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, what I was trying to say was that um that that what Pro mentioned to me was something related to Honkai Star. I need to play the recent chapter now. God damn it. I shouldn't complain though. Returning the elements of the gear works split their remnants into each and every one of these scales. But you must treat them with the utmost care. Okay. There we go. As much as I would like to escape the phone's watchful gaze, I have little choice but to stay behind. You are on thin ice, and I am a capacity as official representative will be found concerning with foreign power. Well, you can imagine how that would go. I shall remain here and do my utmost to avoid ruffling any more feathers as I await the word of Master Matoya and our other ally. With luck, you'll soon have good news of our own to share. The tide is about to turn, I can feel it. To Limento. Can I, like, take a boat there? I don't want to spend money. I don't want to spend my money. Can I actually take a boat there? I'm actually gonna try before I teleport. I am. So, yeah. Where am I going? Am I just always dumb? Yes. Yes, I am. Oh, it's a glen. Okay. Sorry, I was looking up some designs. To see if I want to change my outfit or stuff. Because I am trying to figure out like good plans for. I want to say my scholar. Yeah, scholar and summer. My apologies for calling you away from Charlene at such short notice. On the contrary, we are honored and grateful. I'm pleasantly surprised to be joined by such esteemed company. It is only right that this session be conducted in person. We are locked in a war of attrition. Our forces struggle to contain the threat posed by the towers, and it's only a matter of time before we are overwhelmed. Victory will be only claimed through decisive action, and we can take the initiative to set the wheel in motion. It is reassuring to learn we are all in accord. But I think I'm as what is your entails? It hinges entirely on warning skills and our ability to utilize their potential to fullest. During our time in Charlene, the allied nations have been engaged in separate fronts, with no end in sight. To make matters worse, a surge in abductions of Komal, Charlene, Ixil, and Iata have given rise to an increased number of primals as well. But your triumph at Razaha has given us cause to hope more. The time has come to free ourselves in this mess. And it's you, the sign that has done, who has shown us the way. While the bulk of our force will continue to hold the Calafri at bay, we will dispatch our finest strike to the enemy's heart, Garlemald. We're going to Garlemald? I knew it, that was right. These brave few will be the ill-inspired contingent. To think this progress has been made in such a short span. Its objectives are twofold. The first is providing aid to the people of Garlemald. As we've reported, countless Imperial soldiers and civilians have been robbed of their free will. They serve the Telford's every whim without question. They too are victims. It is our duty to deliver them from their suffering. Not for strategic or political gain, but because it's the right thing to do. I do not ask that we set aside the decades of conflict and conquest, that we simply choose to forgive and forget. I ask only that choosing to remember, we do not also forsake our compassion and morality, for without that, There's no recollection, only death without end. Aye, we can all agree. Our second objective is the Colossal Tower that Tancred and Urianger observed in the capital. Though its purpose remains unclear, there's a reason to believe the smaller spines are merely precursors of what's yet to come. Until the tower zone was toppled, we failed to make any headway, though the same could be said for Telophary. They're certainly in no rush to press further into our lands. I wager the spine's primary purpose is to divide us, occupied, while they work toward annihilation. This would appear sustained by Estrola's analysis of the towers, influence and ethereal accounts. Based on the observation inside the tower, the spines siphon ether from the land, consuming it to maintain their form. However, they draw forth far more than is required for the task alone. The excess ether remains unaccounted for, and we can be sure it is not being harnessed properly. Regardless, once we have uncovered the truth, we'll bring the schemes crashing down along with the infernal towers. That's all well and good, but what would you have us do? I assume it's more than handing over the scales and being on our way? We want you and your skills to join the Elspeth's contingent. Consider an official request from both the Grand Company of Eorzea and the Eastern Alliance. Do you accept? Perhaps I don't know where that came from. Perhaps we should be the one to answer that. For honor and glory for the people of Garlemald. For revenge against the Telophary. For honor and glory. Couldn't have put it better myself. Sheila and Thagard have already pledged their support, and they're on their way to meet the rest of the contingent. They were positive that you would come to the same decision as they did. Luckily, for all involved, their prediction was correct. Once you deliver the warring skills to Alamigo, the contingent will be embarked on its journey to Lisbard. Brabon and Lord Aymeric are overseeing preparations, so I suggest you make yourselves known upon arrival. Have warm clothes, furs, and the like. Without it, the cold will do you in before the Telophary so much as draw steel. As for us, we'll keep the enemy busy while you're gone. They're not the only ones who created the diversion. Now go safe in the knowledge of Eorzea will be as you left, or better upon your return. Huge teleportation. That's still like 600. Oh. Actually, you know what? I said I was gonna fly to Garlemald in a car, or I was gonna go to Garlemald in a car. Was I joking about that? No. I've waited for that event for too long. I'll happily wait again to do it on my ults. Because I think some of them should be ready for that. Shouldn't keep to destroying the rest of them. You should be proud. These warden skills of yours, and you should be proud. These warden skills of yours and what's made whole venture possible. Will you and Lord Emmerich be leading the contingent? Regrettably, no. Our role is to organize the various delegations into a cohesive unit. Once we've seen you off, it's back to our respective posts. We dare not neglect our duties for too long, lest our defensive efforts fall into disarray. And best put it between us, there was a fair amount of opposition to the formation of Ilsberg contingent. Their very suggestion that we send out some of our finest troops behind enemy lines to render aid into Galmans has made me rather unpopular in certain quarters. Can't please them all. Sadly not. Though I do my best, truth be told, I'd rather much be at your side, charging into the fray. Alas, I've battles of my own to fight, where words may serve me better than any blade. I hate to say it, but Lord Emmerich struggles mirror my own. For the time, the best we can offer you is peace of mind from knowing yours is safe in the hands. As you fight the good fight in Ilsbard, I and the other commanders will do what we can to advise the naysayers that our cause is just. Thank you, both. We meet again. Don't hurt me. I see his face, and I just get emotionally damaged because I did the weapon. I did the weapon quest. Guys, I am very sorry. Guys, I am so sorry. Shut up. I wanted guys to be happy. Like, he deserves to be happy. Guys, I'm so sorry. Ow, that actually hurts me. Like, I love Gaius now. Can I actually say that? Like, he actually grew into a likable character. And back at ARR, if you told me back at ARR that I was gonna like Gaius, I'm pretty sure I would have slapped you. Much has occurred since we parted ways in Wallert. From what I gathered, the protected talismans you obtained led to the formation of explanatory force. My contribution on this occasion is but a minor one, but being the information I have shared with Maxima, for the sake of the people of Garlemund, may the fates be on your side. So you're not coming with us. Strange. I thought you had a stake in this. I do. The Talavri had laid waste to my homeland, and enslaved my people. But, though every motive being cries for vengeance, I cannot be one to deliver it. My presence alone placed the entire mission in jeopardy. I stand accused for murdering Emperor Vars and plunging Garlemund into chaos. Were I to travel to this friend contingent, I would give my countrymen ample cause to question our motives. Conversely, those who believe my innocence may instead celebrate the return of a former legos and attempt to raise me to a position of leadership, further destabilizing the region and complication and contingent's mission. Whether I'm branded a villain or hailed a hero, will only hinder your efforts. We will deliver your people from harm in your stead. I doubt they'll be pleased to see the champion of Eorzea set foot on Garland soil. I understand. Wealth is in your hands. Wealth is in your hands. Why did you say that? Ow. Ow. Just. Ow. I will defend it to my dying breath. After the sacrifices my sons and daughters made, I can do no less. I am the government of Aret instead to offer refuge to those fleeing Garlemald. Should that time come, we'll be ready. I need their bust. Like, I actually need their bust. In my, like, private room. Like, ow. I actually felt that one. You'll never. I can. In the light of Gaia's in the light of Gaia's rather unique circumstances, I instead will assume the role of your guide. Though I may be defective for political reasons, my love for Garlemald endures. I would stop at nothing to protect her and her people. All set. Mind I ask you to escort our friends inside? You might even bump into an old acquaintance or two. And if I don't see you again, ere you depart, may the Fury guide and protect all of you. There. But yeah, no. Ever since I did the weapon quest line, just ow. Regardless of how my countrymen receives you, the cold will not treat you kind. Underestimate it at your peril. I suppose it's easy for some people to forget the civilians of Garlemald too, when the only Imperials they know are soldiers. With the knowledge of allies, we'll hold the line in your absence. We may devote our attention to the Asparian front. And that's Gaius Balazar. The horrors he must have seen, many of his own making, I do not doubt. Like Gaius, I too stand accused of Varus' murder, though I am rather less recognizable in sight. Still, something to bear in mind once we reach Garlemald. I neglected to mention earlier, we received a report from our troops that may have interest you. While engaging with a lunar primal, a great worm swooped down from the skies above and came to their aid. This worm, described, was a spitting image of Tiamat. It would seem she too continues to wage war against the Teleport. Huh. Neat. Once we've seen the contingent on its way, I'll return to my duties here in Alameda. As many of most capable will traveling with you to Garlemald who remain will have to fight with much harder to make up the difference. But let no man say I do not welcome the challenge. Aye, this old bull isn't ready to hang up his arms yet. The other members of the Ilsman contingent are gathered in the royal palace. I shall inform you them of your arrival. Please make your way inside as soon as you're ready. Yeah. Yeah, just repeating. Okay. I'm just signing on to your friends, but most of these repertoire will do that. Will you like to see me? Would you like me to see you through? Yes.
By the 12.
Glad you could join us. I hope you don't mind, but we went ahead and started without you.
As you can imagine, our traveling companions were eager to become acquainted. 'Tis a rare thing indeed to see such a diverse and talented group of individuals assembled for a single purpose. We fight not only for the sake of Eorzea, but for the entire world, including the people of Garlemald. Much rides on the efforts of the Ilsabard contingent.
Oh shit, it's her.
Indeed, which is why I am glad to find myself in the company of many trusted comrades, yourselves included.
Lucia!
I have come at the behest of Lord Emmerich, who has honored me with the role of Ishgard's representative. And for the good of all nations, not least my former homeland, I am determined to see this mission through to its end. We have a hard road ahead of us, but walk it we shall, together.
We too welcome this opportunity to work together once more. I have faith that, if there is a way to resolve this conflict, we will find it.
Allow me to introduce you to the rest of our company. Everyone! If I may have your attention. Might I ask you to speak first?
If I must. I am Arun Senna, spokesman for the Gridanian delegation.
I know your
Here
face.
on behalf of my esteemed sister, the Elder Seedseer, we shall provide support and protection to those in need during our time in Garlemald. To that end, I am joined by healers selected by the Conjurers Guild, with the Order of the Twin Adder's Finest serving as our escort. Of course, with an experienced white mage such as yourself accompanying us as well, those requiring more involved treatment will be in safe hands. Raya O sends her regards, by the way.
You've got mentioned! Right, oh, and I'm recognized as a white
Suppose I'd
mage.
better say my piece.
Wait, I know you.
The name's Sicard, in case you've forgotten. Truth be told, I'd rather you had forgotten. Any road, the Admiral asked Captain Hilfear to send his best, and for whatever reason, he picked me. Of course, if I'd refused, I'd be the laughingstock of the bloody executioners, and my reputation's taken enough of a keyhauling as it is. But more importantly, like any pirate worth his salt, I know when you're staring down a storm, you gotta trust in the commander of your ship. So if the Admiral wants us to go to Garlemald, not for plunder and glory, but the promise of peace in our time, then that's what we'll do.
Okay, I just have an idea. And yeah, this isn't me eating my own words, but what would happen if you got every single combat class at least to level 80? I have a feeling this would have changed. Like a lot of things that's about to happen would they would acknowledge you, or things would have or like a lot of the dialogue would have changed. I feel like Sigurd would have acknowledged me more. It would have been lots of dialogue because I just got recognized as a white mage. Like I am now officially recognized as a white mage in dialogue. And Raya O sends her regards. Like I love Raya O. She's awesome. So if that's the case, that means Sigurd was part of the warriors. He was part of the marauders. And I know you. You helped me.
Since we all know how much the Empire loves its steel, we thought we'd bring along a few smiths to make the most of it. Give them a pile of scrap and they'll cobble together anything you fancy. Of course, just like the Gridanians, we got fighters of our own. We might have come with a more constructive purpose in mind, but we're more than capable of cracking skulls, believe you me.
Well, you're certainly raring to go. But then again, so are we. The most dependable warriors of Uldar and Alamigo have assembled at the Sultana and General Aldin's behest. If Garlemald has truly fallen, then the whole place is likely to be crawling with Telophoroi. We'll need plenty of troops to clear and hold a path for others to follow. That's where we come in. Naturally, Marshal Tarapin and I will be leading from the front. It's been some time since I last saw you in your element on the battlefield. From what I've heard, you've become pretty fearsome yourself. Master Matoya? The Avatar of Destruction? With comrades like these, I know we'll succeed, no matter what awaits us.
Well, at least I can keep
Then we
it
might finally get a
her in
chance to
check.
enjoy a good long rest. But until then, let's give it our all.
As for Ishgard, we Temple Knights have come in force to uphold our nation's commitment to the peace and welfare of our allies. The bitter cold of Garlemald is a formidable enemy in of itself. Our experience fighting in ice and snow will prove invaluable in the days ahead. Accordingly, I have been designated commander of the Ilzabard contingent. I will do all in my power to provide you with the leadership and guidance you require. The four high houses, House Hylinart foremost among them, have arranged for a host of machinists to join us on our mission.
Yes.
Their knowledge of Imperial Magitech is sure to be a great boon.
It's my boy!
Address any problems of a technical nature, together with the smiths of Limpsa Lomitsa.
You better.
There is another awaiting introduction.
Lord Emanolaine! Ah, yes. Emanolaine de Forton, at your service. Though, lest there be any misunderstanding, I should stress that I've not become a fearsome warrior while you were away. Rather, far from it, actually. My brother, in his infinite wisdom, decided this would be an excellent chance to make something of myself. Oh, and fight for world peace and all that. But, should the opportunity arise for a spot of ballroom dancing, I will be your twinkle-toed gentleman of light.
Why does he sound like Emic Silk a little bit? Like a more kinder version of Emic Silk? Are they sharing the same voice actor? Or is it just like, that's just my hearing? And yes, you're right, he uses one. May your graceful prancing lead you to victory. I dare say your fancy footwork may be all that stands between us and certain doom.
Huzzah! I cannot wait to regale Honoroa with my tales of daring do.
That's supposed to be an insult.
I believe that concludes introductions for the Grand Company of Eorzea.
My gun boy didn't say hello.
Our allies from the Eastern Alliance were due to arrive some time ago, but it would appear they have been delayed.
Would that be the shinobi of Doma?
Actually, they've been tasked with relaying messages back and forth between the various Eastern nations. According to Lord Hien, however, an equally capable company of warriors has been sent in their stead.
Out of my way, you preening fool!
Yes. 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 Thankfully, they did not share the egg.
Forgive us for coming late. We are the delegates of the Eastern Alliance.
Cyrena, and you've brought company.
For battle and blood we come, as the steppe is sorely lacking in both. No towers befoul our lands, so we marched on those of Doma, only to find them beyond our reach. But now our thirst for slaughter will be slaked. No quarter to the enemy!
Sadu Hatun, no. We go to make peace with the Iron Men, not war.
Warriors of the Steppe, we've heard many tales of your bravery. We welcome you as allies. And these other ones you have brought are...
Members of the Dalmascan resistance group, Lente's Tears.
And the Bosnian resistance. Between them, they have a wealth of experience in espionage, and are particularly adept at infiltrating Imperial facilities. Which is fortuitous, since Garlemald's domain is so vast that I could never hope to handle reconnaissance duties all by myself.
Dalmasca, Bosnia, Alamigo. All lands which have suffered the tyranny of the Empire. I would never presume to question your motives. Nevertheless, I must reiterate that our goal is to aid the victims of the Telophoroi, the common folk of Garlemald. And they are victims, make no mistake. Though I understand that many may struggle to see them as such.
You're more right than you know. For every one of us that answered the call, there were a dozen that refused. Not only in Alamigo, but everywhere we went. And who could blame them? The Empire's always been the enemy. But after seeing what we've seen, fighting and working against and with Garleans, there's no denying the simple truth. They're just people. No different from you or I. They've got their share of liars and murderers, but so do we. So do we all. Fordola, who once swore herself to Garlemald, has proven herself
I do want to
trusted
see
ally
Sigurd.
time and time again. Every Eorzean here knows Cid Garland, the Imperial defector who shared with us countless technological wonders. Gaius bloody Baelsar himself is working to help rebuild Wurlid, a nation he once conquered. So you can believe me when I say that every fighter here understands and accepts that the Imperials are not monsters and are deserving of help. Or at least that they were able to put aside their feelings for the greater good. It won't be easy, but we're all determined to make this world a better place.
What lingering concerns I may have had were clearly unwarranted. I agree with everything you said wholeheartedly.
Then we are in accord. Now, let us review our strategy. To reach the Garlean capital in northern Ilsabard, we must cross the central mountain range. Fortunately, Garland Ironworks can provide aerial transport, sparing us this most treacherous part of our journey. However, attempting to fly any closer to Garlemald would attract the attention of the Telophoroi. As they appear to have seized control of the majority of the Imperial military, we must assume that includes its fleet. In addition, Garlemald possesses devices that can interfere with airship navigational systems, further discouraging an airborne approach.
Given the circumstances, the closest we dare deploy our contingent is an area between the range and the capital, the Magna Glaciers. From there, we must travel the rest of the way on foot. We will also need to bring the airships with us to ensure we can withdraw with haste. Although much of the terrain will be blanketed in snow, we should be able to make use of local roads and shipping facilities. The vast ice field will afford us an unobstructed view of the surrounding area. On the other hand, it will also allow others to easily spot us, so it is imperative that we only make camp in positions where we can easily defend ourselves. And the airships, which must be kept safe at all costs.
We cannot account for every possibility, so we must be prepared to think on our feet. We will be tested. Sorely tested, I expect. But for our homes and for our people, and a people not our own but in need, we will succeed. Spare no effort in your preparations. Once we depart, there is no turning back.
I'm honestly kind of surprised that Serdugo, that I cannot speak. I physically cannot speak right now. I'm choking. Serdugo, Sid. I'm just gonna say Sid. I'm surprised that he did not appear, but at the same time, since I did complete all of Dark Knight, it makes sense that he doesn't show up. If it isn't art, there's no point in thinking Red Factory's future is looking brighter than ever, my friend. I am pleased to report that I and a handful of colleagues have been selected to join the contingent. Our expansion ended, even the Temple Knights will be singing our mechanical praises. Once they bear witness to not only our mechanical proficiency, but our combat prowesses too. As I then assembled here in the Alamo Age, I have several tribes offer the troops of their own. Unfortunately, due to their philosophy, many would struggle to simply survive in the harsh climates of Ilsabard. I'm always like to provide tempting targets for the abduction for the offering. All things to consider, and can better aid the cause of bolstering our defenses in the Eorzea. Though the eagerness to do more has been noted. But a few shall suffice, we embark, but we must distribute the warring skills to our comrades. See ya. There you are. Many thanks. I myself and a company of our government sent by the Empire to infiltrate Ishgard, only to throw in my line with those secrets I was supposed to be sealing. Now I lead a mission to save the countrymen I betrayed. But that is doubtless why I choose. I'll show my Lord Emmerich. You would have me put my extensive knowledge and former ties to good use. I will not disappoint him. For the future of Ishgard, Garland, and the world at large, I will lead us to victory. Next, Luis. Oh, convenience. Even though I'm old, and I wasn't a mountain either. All the better of the fact tempering weight. Is that the right term? Anyway, letters gave us the less worry about it, which leaves the other mountain of whatever else is now only way to find out. Remember, so not I march through all 7 hells if it gives me a chance to put Xenos back into the grave where he belongs. I did cut him down. Now you got some for us? And the scales I was talking about, pretty little thing, aren't they? I reckon they'd be worth a guild or two when this is all over, but we'll hold on to them for now. And one more thing, I know what you're thinking. Why didn't they send Enosar instead? Burger if I know. All the admirals and the captain however told me that they had someone to safeguard the future, and here I am. Can't say they haven't got a sense of humor. Of course, I might be wondering what a good pirate does a dry land in the middle of sun, snow, and place, while me and the crew be doing whatever it needs, and let's sail however to St. Nicholas' ship. I tell you, here got a time as campfires, marines, the valor in the battlefield. So now the name is correct. The victory come hell as high as water. Deal. Yes. So these are the famed warring skills. Enough for me and my men, I say. I myself am especially grateful for the opportunity to visit. Lent, I wish I found the foot of Master Atawa and learn all there is to learn of these stars shall call home. Indeed, that is one reason I volunteered to join the expedition. The journey outside of 12 Wood, much less enter into Imperial territory, is a rare privilege afforded a Padishah. Not that I'm tagging along to say the Guardians would benefit from my healing magics, as I would our comrades. Should fight outbreak. Here we are. Oh, the Talmans. We will keep it close at all times, yes? I'll see that no one misplaces theirs. And before I forget, I have a message from Ian. In distant lands and times of strife, together stand, together fight. In darkness shines the light of life. I hope I've done his words justice. Domo, like much of Othard, has been plagued with the towers, and while he could not be here, he wished to express his shared conviction. Ian and Yugiri labored without rest to unite the people with their aid, while keep the enemy at bay. And we of the Steppe and its Eastern Alliance will repay their efforts by ending this war. Do you have the warning skills for me too? Of course. Thank you for this, and for going to such incredible lengths for the sake of my people. Though I have little to offer in return, I will impart some advice, if I may. You have been told by many the war of the cold of Israel. I cannot stress this enough. This is no token warning. I'll repeat being specially made warming textures, courtesy of the Alchemist Guild, but understand that there are no substitute for proper protection. I leave provision of said protection to your discretion. Now, let us proceed to Albion Quarter. While you make your final preparation, I have got ready the airships. Alright. The last chance to make ready before we step forth. Near where what Uriandre and I about Uriandrena, that are the esteeming claims. I have no reason to doubt his words. Most others of our underground come to stock. The rest of you would likewise, I suppose, provide. You're not overly concerned with style. It's a bit too fine a point, but I would be seen dead in one of those ridiculous overcoats. If I had the time, I could to find something to my liking. Hark! Is that the cry of the signs in need of tailor over here? Oh no. But how? I have my ways. Oh yes, indeed. You thought you could sneak onto Isra without telling me? Nothing escapes my notice. Now, you will wear these garments I have made for you whether you like it or not. You never cease to amaze. But how... Why do you need a new outfit as well? Wait, are you coming with us? It's of course not, silly. It's all in the name of fashion, rather the pursuit of the highest quality fashion. Besides, I can expect others to wear my creation if I've never worn them myself. Oh, I did have one other thing to share. Arkmir and Bilwinda have finally returned with their assignments in the faraway lands. They'll be staying at the Rising Stone for a while to keep an eye on the events throughout their origin. Since I'll be returning things back to headquarters, I was wondering if I could lend a hand in Charlian. Why not? You can keep Kara company at the Baladin Annex. Yes, we'd love to have you there. And I heard that that Aramagus and Bilwinda did a fine job carrying out our set while we were lying comatose. With them in charge of the Rising Stone, we'll have nothing to worry about. That's exactly. Well, I'm confident you wouldn't go collapsing again, because I certain someone who shall remain nameless isn't in a position to transfer your soul to another world. If anything seemingly disastrous were to happen, it'll be positioned to do something. Yeah, he's not in a position to transport my souls, and I ain't doing it again. Anyway, I've got a few things to take care of, and then I'll make my way to Charlotte. I really do hope these new clothes are enough to keep you warm in Garlemald. It's not much, but it's the only thing I can do for you. I've been praying for your safe return, which I will, every day. Let's not keep the country waiting for any longer. Here, your winter woolies, handcrafted by yours truly. I forgot. You literally have my measurements. Alright. Before I continue, let's see if I can find something. Alright, I'm gonna go here. I'm going to toss it into my gland so I can kind of have like a glam chest going for it. Might as well look at the fashion, right? Okay. That's in there. I'll change this one. I literally just tossed it in there. There we go. Shit. Ah. There we go. Huh. Actually looks nice. It can actually go well with anything. Roster reception. I'm told the issue pile has been sent. I was sent to meet you. Ah, there he is. Alright. This is where we part ways. Do be careful, won't you? In order to finally meet you, we are to go on Ironworks with bearing junior contingents across the mountains into Garlemald. For many of us, it's something of homecoming. Luster's founder was one of the most noble Imperial defectors. For that reason, the company is committed to the success of this exploration. Our resources are at your disposal. If there's aught we might be due further certain, please do not hesitate to ask. If you're ready to depart, I'll ready the engineers. Oh wow. God damn it. So level 82 solo nonsense. Yay.
Ilsabad, divided in twain by
Ilsabad.
a vast mountain range. Those who would traverse its jagged peaks face peril at every step. But why go by foot when one can simply fly? On the outskirts of the Imperial capital, in the frozen wastes of the Magna Glacius, the winds howl in icy protest, as if to warn against further trespass.
You are literally just standing in the... The man's literally have no pants. He's literally just pantsless.
We've received word from Thancred's reconnaissance party. They've sighted...
Oh, fuck.
Survivors of the Civil War, perhaps.
How?
Perhaps, but there is more to it than that. Maxima reports that they are led by Vergilia, legatus of the 3rd Legion, which comprises the bulk of their number. However, they are also joined by several members of the 1st.
From what I recall, the 3rd Legion fought for Nerva in the War of Succession following Varus's death. The 1st, on the other hand, were under the direct command of the Emperor and rejected Nerva's claim to the throne. These legions were enemies.
Indeed. In fact, our sources claim that it was a conflict between them that sparked the Civil War. Yet now, these former foes cooperate to defend a ruined Garlemald from invasion.
Then it is all but certain they have been tempered.
So, what's the plan? If me and my crew is out reaving, we charge straight in, no messing about. But that ain't what we're here for.
Quite right. Soldiers or no, they are people of Garlemald, the very ones we have come to aid. Direct confrontation is unavoidable. Nevertheless, we must make every effort to limit casualties on both sides. Rather than kill them, I would remove them from the field.
How so? Savage beatings?
Are
Disarmament?
you
and
okay?
imprisonment? Not impossible, but easier said than done in the heat of battle.
Having observed the opposition, I imagine Thancred had something to suggest?
He did. He and the other scouts have already infiltrated a supply depot some distance beyond the Imperial detachment's current position. Stored within is a stockpile of Magitech armaments, and once we give the signal, Thancred's team will destroy them all. In so doing, we will deprive frontline troops of materiel, and likely force the detachment to send men to investigate.
Divide and conquer. Not a bad idea.
Once the scouts have finished their preparations, we will split into two groups. The first will form the vanguard, while the other brings up the rear with our supplies. As for the Scions, I ask that you lend your assistance where you deem it needed most. I would prefer, however, that you accompany the rearguard and be prepared to join the van at a moment's notice. Kept in reserve as our trump card, so to speak.
Oh wow.
Your proposal was well received. More specifically, they asked that we destroy the Imperial's toys in as spectacular a fashion as possible.
Ishtola always did have a flair for the dramatic. She's not an easy woman to please, but I shall do my best to satisfy her thirst for fireworks. All right, once more for my peace of mind. Our first objective will be to rig the enemy's Magitech with explosives. After we've withdrawn to a safe distance, we'll detonate them remotely. Our second will be to issue a deactivation command to the automated units via the control terminal. If our calculations are correct, this signal should reach those deployed on the front line, giving our friends a much-needed upper hand. The blizzard will help us stay hidden, so let's aim to get in and out before it passes. Trust in the plan, and we should all live to see tomorrow.
In the meantime, I will relay messages back and forth as the situation unfolds. You'll forgive me if I ask again, but are you certain you wish to play the lone wolf?
Wouldn't have it any other way. Call it foolish and reckless if you like, but I'll get the job done. I always do.
Very well. I wish you the best of luck.
I really like the redesigns of everyone. Like, I am always happy about that. Okay. Assuming there's nothing to confirm. Next mission.
Keep your wits about you.
It's time. We only have one shot at this. so let's make it count. Seven hells.
Okay. What does this do?
Seven hells. Must be losing my touch.
No. Okay. That was my own fault. How do I do this? Okay. Okay. I literally have an assassination button.
It's done. We only have one shot at this, so let's make it count. Seven hells.
No.
Damn, spotted.
No, it's not them. Because I thought that would be a guard dog. I don't know. Oh, you're the guard dog. Which way are you going?
This is Thancred. The explosives are in place.
Very good. All is proceeding as planned. Head to the control terminal. It should be to the northwest.
Understood. Have the others wait at the rendezvous point. Seven hells. Must be losing my touch.
No. Should get rid of them. Because they were the annoying bits.
Must be losing my touch.
Come here.
You are returned, and none the worse for wear, to my considerable relief.
What news from our comrades?
They stand at the ready.
Excellent. Then let the fireworks begin.
Okay. I would say second attempt. Because the first attempt, I didn't even know what those abilities were I was doing. So that was my own fault.
The blizzard's beginning to clear. The Vanguard should be engaging the Imperials any moment now, if they haven't already. Ishtola and the others are with them, so I'm sure they'll be all right, but... Wait! Something's coming!
Oi, oi! Looks like we ain't the only ones who sent out scouts. Keep them away from the carriages! We lose those, and we're as good as dead!
Fighters! Protect the others! Keep the carriages safe.
fact that he shouted at, I'm going to physically...
A fine display, but the other carriages are still in danger. We're the only ones still struggling. Oh, we put our backs into it then. I've been itching for a good slap.
Gotta bring out the queen.
You lot all right back there?
Yeah.
We're fine and ready for more. Hear that? Get to the front and turn the tide.
Removed from the field was not a euphemism for enthusiastically murder.
It's nothing that won't heal in time. The trouble is, their tempering has made them utterly fearless. Subduing them would be easier if they had the capacity to submit in the first place.
Well, this is the path our young charges would have us walk, and that we all agreed to follow. You knew it would be hard, yet still you pledged your lance, did you not?
That I did.
That's Vigilia. Damn it. I need to help the others take her down.
There's no
Into them!
I was wondering when you'd turn up. There's no stopping us now. Come on, let's show them what we're made of.
Pippin.
We have them now! Forward!
adversary. Rest, recover, reclaim yourself. Then we will fight again, to the death.
Sadu Hatun!
That was the last of them. The day is ours, thanks to your timely arrival. What of the supply caravan? Outmaneuvered, but not outmatched. Good. Let us take the Imperials into custody and rejoin our comrades. And soon we shall arrive at the capital.
So cold and unforgiving. Thus spoke Emperor Solus as he gazed upon his barren domain. "800 years it had been since the Garleans first set foot here. Bested by the Kovosi, after centuries of war and driven from fertile southern pastures into the blasted northern wastes. In that garden of desolation, they clung to one another for warmth, freezing, hungry, desperate, hated. The chosen forsaken. In the year 1513 of the 6th Astral Era, a young legatus named Solus single-handedly sparked the Magitech Revolution. How did he conceive the machina that feed on ceruleum? Once a common, soft-spoken soldier, how had he so quickly ascended through the ranks? Like so many others, those who knew the truth are gone. Taking in the capital with his eyes for the first time, I recall thinking to myself, far colder on the earth than in the heavens. Yes, far colder indeed, bitterly so.
Not so much as a whisper.
The roads leading beyond the city walls would have been used less in recent years. Nevertheless, this was one of the most important gateways into the capital.
A buzz day and night with activity, aye. Merchants passing through the checkpoint, many of them stopping at the local hostelries.
Surely they cannot all have been tempered.
We can consider the question after we have made camp. If we spend any longer outside, we may well freeze to death where we stand. The tempered Imperials, too.
This will be our temporary base of operations. Secure shelter for ourselves and the injured, and dispatch scouts to survey the surrounding area.
If we're planning on staying here a while, we ought to give this place a proper name.
Well, the constant sound of ice cracking underfoot makes me think of broken glass. An apt name, perhaps. But enough of this. To work, everyone!
And broken glass, I guess. You know what? That's fair. In spite of what we face and proceed just a little further, and we'll reach the capital itself. Still, we mustn't get ahead of ourselves as soon as the camp has made fit for purpose. We are to discuss a course of action with Lucia. Would you mind asking Ursula and Groh to join us at the building to the northwest of the camp? Alessia and I will meet you there. A meeting, yes, I'll make my way there at once. In truth, I've been feeling out of sorts when we arrived. The air is thick with a palpable aura of malevolence. 'Tis monstrous tower at the horizon, jagged, hideous, and unholy. Even at this distance, its presence is overwhelming. Much like its illusion I felt the tower sought, only far more terrifying. Ether flows increasingly towards it, converging into a swirling mass of unfathomable power. For a blessing that comes a chill in the air, helping to anchor my senses in from the here and now. The others I shall be with you in a few moments. Well, please know that most of the timber have been quartered inside nearby buildings, and are receiving treatment as we speak. I do, however, feel no small amount of guilt for commandeering civilian homes. The occupants may have been long gone, but everything is exactly as they left it. Considering the length of time has certainly passed, one would expect to find them ransacked. Strangely, there's no signs of anything having been stolen. It's felt that everyone fled at the first sight of trouble, though it seems to me they left too many useful possessions behind. Although there is no conclusive evidence, I strongly suspect that they were tempered. Sorry, I was merely thinking aloud. You mentioned a meeting, yes. I'll make my way there. Thank you for informing the others. We shall begin.
Our present situation is as follows. Efforts to aid the people of Garlemald have begun in earnest. Moreover, having entered into the capital, the Imperial Palace is within our reach.
But before we proceed further, we must learn what has befallen this city, for therein lies the key to understanding and combating the Telophoroid's designs.
I have a suggestion, if I may. Several of the Imperial soldiers we captured on the Magna Glaciers are members of the Populares and acquaintances of mine. Once we have cured them of their tempering, they should be able to give a reliable account of the events leading to the capital's downfall.
A promising idea. I will assist the healers and their ministrations. Of course, I will require a proxy of my own, assuming you can spare one.
Would you like a hand?
No, I am sure we will manage. Better that you take my place in the field. The noxious ether of this place disagrees with me, and as I shall need to draw on my own for the treatment, 'Twould be prudent for me to remain within the camp.
This talk of curing the tempered is all well and good, but I reckon the cold is a more pressing concern. All the houses round here are fitted with cerulean heaters that could keep us warm and toasty. Problem is, the machines seem to have given up the ghost, and if we keep sitting around, freezing our asses off, we'll be next. My smiths reckon that with the right parts, they can have them working again, but it won't be easy.
Understood. The machinist will assist them in the repairs.
The rest of us should either stand watch or survey the area.
We've made our presence known to the Telophoroi. They will be searching for us, if they have not already ascertained our position. That we have seen no sign of them since the battle suggests they have yet to do so. However, I suspect they may be biding their time.
Or perhaps we are beneath their notice.
In any event, we'll find no answers standing around here. Urianger, Estinian and myself have visited Garlemald recently, so we'll lead the reconnaissance efforts. Perhaps bolstered by a few Bosnian and Dalmatian scouts from my previous excursion for good measure.
Don't forget about us Alamegans. We have experienced scouts of our own.
Well now, this is turning out to be a rather sizable team. With such numbers, we should be able to cover a wide area with relative ease, including that surrounding the Imperial Palace. How about you, Graha? I have a feeling we'll find a use or two for that vanishing spell of yours.
'Twould be my honor to be of service, though I doubt that you of all people need rely on my tricks.
That leaves us with guard duty.
As a matter of fact, I have something else in mind for the two of you and Alphino. Between here and the center of the capital lies the Eblan Rime. I would have you search the area for survivors. Your keen sense of direction, honed in your extensive travels, should prove useful in navigating the ice fields.
If there are any survivors, we'll surely find them. Extensive travels is something of an understatement, but I suppose if there's nothing else doing. Icy fields. I love icy fields. No, wait. No, I don't.
As ever, you do not want for enthusiasm. But given your experience traipsing about through Kurthus, I should be surprised if you let a little inclement weather dampen your redoubtable spirits. And even if that were the case, the promise of hot soup upon your return would surely spur you to action.
Yes.
You all have your duties. Let us make haste. May the Fury bless and keep you.
If it's with the cold, the Taros. If it's this cold with the Taros cold, I dread to think how we fare without it. I must remember to thank her next time we meet. Makes me realize too that while people of Galerond have spent their whole lives in a condition like this, even they become hard pressed to survive away with the warmth of their homes. If there are any survivors, we must find them quickly. Alright. So it's been like almost 2.5 hours. I do have work in the morning. So, end stream right here. So, with that being said, we'll continue the Endwalker train later today. So for now, cheers.